I think with the growing importance to the data and kind of complications that in the business that is coming up, and the expectation from the consumers, I think it's extremely important that we understand the analytical part of the business, and I think this theme is the most relevant at this point in time. Especially the industry that I represent, which is the healthcare industry, the volume that we deal with is enormous, and we get a lot of data. Challenge that we face is the structure of the data. We get more of unstructured and fragmented data. But when we put the data together and create some kind of integrity towards that, I think the wonder that we can really aim from the meaning out of the data, which is extremely good, in terms of evidence-based decision support systems, or prediction in terms of patient outcome analysis or equipment outcome analysis, and even the physician outcome analysis. A lot of activities we can really handle it. So I think it does a lot of wonders in healthcare industries, per se. See, earlier, people were really struggling with respect to the MIS reports, and the pulling up the information from various systems and putting together and creating a meaning for it was a very difficult job, and it was taking a lot of our effort and energy. And today, all the stakeholders have started understanding the value of the information that they can get it from the data from multiple sources. So in Kauvery Hospital, especially, we started creating CXO dashboards. And we started empowering our stakeholders to really, make meaningful information out of the data that they are capturing it. So they don't come to the IT department, then they directly talk to the system, they directly talk to the experience and, gain the, kind of information, and then using their skills and knowledge, they put together to take right decisions. One is, the availability of the data was always a challenge, and today, fortunately, we started creating the data in a meaningful manner. And especially in Kauvery Hospital, last 15 years, we have very, very meaningful information captured and put together in a system. But the challenge again is the quality of the data. We have the quantity, but I don't think the quality is really up to the mark for us to make right decisions. Second thing is, end of the day, people should understand that there is a gap between, kind of a decision they want to make it and then information they have in front of them. And today they expect that, system should really tell them their, final decision. So end of the day, human intervention is still required because we're yet to get to that kind of maturity. Third most important problem that I really face as a, CIO or, head of analytics, aspect is, every individual stakeholder has got a different set of expectation from the same same information. So I think from that information that we are able to collect, we have to really present to the various stakeholders to what context they really expect the information and what decision they want to make it. That is the biggest challenge today. Understanding their individual context and giving them the right information is really a challenge for us. One of my friend was saying, there is a fear of missing out, right? So people wanted to do blockchain and they want to do AI, BI, all sorts of things, because there is a fear that, okay, we are the only organization, we are not doing it. So with a lot of in fact, we were asked to give some use cases for implementing blockchain in our hospital, etc. So I think if either technical leaders and digital leaders, if they understand the really basics, get the basics right, and come to this kind of events where we really learn from the experiences that what is really meaningful, what is relevant to us, instead of just adopting the technology for the sake of adopting. Any innovation for that matter should really save cost to the consumer. In our case, it's a patient, and it should not at least add to the cost, but it should really give the quality of care. So here we really, I think, get a lot of understanding how the other industry, especially the peer industries, really learn from these technologies. Then we can go back and adopt it in our own, industry. So that way, it's a very, very, meaningful and a very appropriate event at this point in time, and it really makes a lot of sense for me, especially.